Hello designers, this is Rebecca and this is your assignment 3 Victorian signage critique. So let's just check out this overview. You were to develop a signage design for your business to build strong brand connections. The process and guidelines and specs are for part 1, you were to design a main entrance sign. That's one exterior sign which includes the logo. There's no specific dimensions required. For part 2, I wanted you to create an interior or exterior signage, and that includes 4 or more signs. They can be informational, educational, and or directional. So for the assignment scope, all parts of your signs of the assignment must include colors and fonts from your branding. They need to be created in Illustrator and or InDesign and exported as a PDF. The illustrations are optional, but must be original work that you drew yourself. Photos are optional, and you may use found or original photos that you shot yourself. Photos may be edited in Photoshop. You can only use Victorian-inspired fonts. You can't include any typos, and it must be compiled into a multi-page PDF with mock-ups for each sign. I did change that requirement because I realized that if your signage shape was really unique, it might be hard to find any kind of mock-ups that are already sort of pre-made. Um, but I asked you to just do the best you can as far as making mock-ups for me. So let's go ahead and get started. First up is Lauren's project. This is Lauren's main entrance sign. It says half fish, all lady, siren, Sylvia, main entrance. So this is really nice. I love the floral um, ornaments you have across the bottom and the top. It frames it really nicely, and your font looks really great. All the kerning looks really nice, and all that text. I love the drop shadow color palette, nice wood background. It's working. It's working out really nicely. Then we have this one. This is where you check in. That's really nice for the siren soiree. I love it. Really beautiful. Really nice use of your image there. Yeah, it looks great. Lovely frame. Looks good. This is a welcome sign. Okay. I'm wondering where we might put that, but I think it's really nice and it can work in addition to the main entrance sign, so that works. That's nice. And then we have a tour date sign. Great. In case anybody wants to follow the siren around to the different cities, I think that's wonderful. Great. And then feed the mermaid. Oh, this is such a fun idea. I love this. Sort of informational, selling something. It works out really nice. Ooh, look at these beautiful ligatures with the C and H there. That's really beautiful. I like the L and E ligature too. That's a great font. Awesome. Great work, Lauren. Easy peasy. I didn't see any mock-ups in that document, Lauren, so just be sure to include those in your final. Next up, we have Renelle with the Smisky Circus, and this looks really beautiful. This like letterboard is really nice. Really nice mock-up too. Great job. Cute, we got a neon sign. It looks awesome. Great effects. Good job with the glow. It looks great. Really nice effect. Beautiful. Oh, cute. This is really cool too. Another leaderboard, or I'm sorry, not leaderboard, another signboard. It looks really nice. Let me see if I can zoom out a bit. There we go. Cute. Great. Introducing them all. Beautiful. Nice and easy. Really similar to the Disney examples that I showed there. Really good. Good. Looks nice. It's like a modern take on it and looks really good. Lovely. So simple and very effective. Really nice work. So I see all mock-ups on this example. Make sure that you also include the non-mock-up file versions as well, okay? Great. Next up is Taylor, and this is Taylor's main entrance sign, and it has a beautiful border, lots of negative space, really simple and easy to read. I do, we have like nice wide tracking here, but this one's really tight together, and so I'm just looking to see if it's like aligned. Yeah, okay. I think that you could have a little more tracking with the word performance. It doesn't need to be quite so smushed, especially since you have a lot of negative space to work with there, because there's some parts where if you just look at your kerning real closely, just squint your eyes and look at it, it's pretty tight here between the O, R, and the RM. But the space in the A and the F, gives it a little bit more room to breathe there. So even if they're all sort of perfectly spaced out between each other, we're getting crammed with these three letters here. So I do recommend adjusting that kerning just a smidge. And then take another look at it with your eyes squinted. May even need a little more room between the N and the C and the E and the R at the beginning, but just check it out while you're working on it and see once you give a little bit of more space between the O, R, and M, it may all balance out nicely. Looks really nice. And then we've got some signs for doors, performers only. Past this point looks really nice, really great. Concessions sold here works. Oh, cute. Great little mock-up there as a signboard. Looks really good. I like the popcorn image with the logo on the bucket. Looks fantastic. Yep, we got some signage for concessions and tickets, and we're using the birds as direction. I love it. I love it. Really clever, and it looks fantastic. Yeah, really great. Really good. So with these two signs, I see that it looks like your tracking is very consistent for those two words, so that's working out nicely. And I love the change in weight between the two fonts. It looks really good. Really nice. Great. Looks good. Fantastic. Thank you. Next up is Alejandro. This is your main entrance sign. It looks beautiful. I love the shape. Looks really nice. Really good. So there's something going on pixelation wise. Let me zoom in and see if that corrects it. I was going to say maybe it's an effect or something, but it's not working. It's not going away when I zoom in and out. So just check that out. I'm not sure if you added a texture or an effect that added some of this distortion going on here. But yeah, so but that's all. I just wanted to bring it to your attention in case it was unintentional. But yes, the logo looks fantastic. I love it. I love the Faust in red with the Conjuring and main entrance together in red. Looks really nice. The ornaments that you added under the word Conjuring and next to main entrance is really great. I think there's room to bump main down a bit. Your line spacing can be a little closer there, or bump entrance up, one or the other. Okay, but other than that, it's fantastic, and I love the cool shape of it. We've got a beautiful concession sign, gorgeous. I like the slight curve that you've created here, and using this ornament here looks really wonderful. Yeah, it looks good. Oh, cool. And then you use this ornament as arrows. Fantastic. I love the shape of the restroom sign. Just very, clear and beautiful. Wonderful. Keep out. Great. Good. The rest of it loaded. Employees only. Perfect. Looks really good. Yeah. So I think keep out can also be a little closer together line spacing wise. You can bump it down a bit to give yourself some more lines margin above the word keep like you have here below only. But I love the huge exclamation point. It's really wonderful. Really clever. Looks awesome. Gift shop, fantastic. Just like concessions, but that's nice. Keeping it all consistent is the key here, right? And then I don't see any mock-ups at all. I think there's room to have at least one mock-up, maybe this keep out employees only on a door or something. So be sure to include at least one mock-up in your final presentation. All right. Next up is daisies. This is beautiful. I love the beautiful ornamentation on the top and bottom here. It's really nice. You've incorporated your arrows there as some more ornaments within the sign. The sign shape is really cool. I think it's neat. I think it matches your font so beautifully, the font that you used for the main logo there. And it's really super readable with this beautiful contrast with the yellow and blue and the red and blue. Looks awesome. Awesome, Daisy. Oh, yay, way to go. Good job on your mock-up. It looks awesome. And I like that we can see the sign in 3D. Really cool. Great work. Great. Do not enter. Easy enough. And I like that you use the arrows as like a big X, as like a warning. Really good. Cool font too. Great. So with this mock-up, you could add a little bit of drop shadow to make it just look a little more seated, but it's fantastic. It looks really great. Cute. I love your little people here. They look really neat. For the restroom sign, so that stroke is a bit thick. We're starting to lose that crossbar of the E there. So if you could bring down the stroke just a smidge, I think it'll help the readability a little bit more. And then maybe add that stroke to this center bar just to kind of distribute the weight of that stroke around the sign a little bit more. But I love this arrow using that as directional. It looks fantastic. And the shape of the sign is great. The characters are so cute. Wonderful. Yeah, so once again, maybe adding, oh, I do see a bit of a drop shadow. Maybe have the drop shadow also go to the side a bit. So not just directly underneath it. So add a little bit of X coordinate to it there, because you can see the shadow down here on the barn door and over to the side a bit. Okay, great. This looks fantastic. Great. I love it. Good, really good. Cute. So great. Thanks so much, Daisy. Next up is Sabrina's sign. This is your main entrance. Really cute. I love it. I love it. I love the once again, your kind of shout out to the Stardust. And they had these little stars sort of free floating on their sign, and I think it's just so clever and cute. I love it. And the ornaments look nice. It adds that little extra um, Victorian flavor to it. The logo looks really good. I see that it's supposed to be like sort of three-dimensional because you've added the drop shadow there, so that's going to look really cool. Yeah, I think it looks really nice. I'm just looking at your spacing here, and I feel like you could have the word tonight be a little lower, but I don't know. You don't really need. Forget it. Looks great. Okay, next is the refreshment sign. Oh, really cute. I love them. Really nice. Great. I love the moon so much with the stars. It looks awesome. We got a beautiful welcome sign. Good. Oh, that W in that font is amazing. Let me go back. The R is really nice too. Yeah. Okay. And then we've got this. I don't remember you using this type of sun anywhere. Maybe you did. I'm trying to remember if it was on your poster. Okay. It feels a little different style than these other stars and the moon. So I don't know if you need it. I think sticking maybe with the moon and the stars is better. This looks beautiful. Great, great. So this to me is almost more like a poster. So I think instead of buy tickets now, it could be buy tickets here, and that will make it feel more signage as opposed to like an advertisement. And then I think you could tighten up the space here between Seaside and Boardwalk. And that's all though. I think it looks fantastic besides those things, okay? Really nice. So it says this is a bifold. Hmm, okay, great. And then we've got this cute ticket sign. We're using the sun again. I don't know. I really think the moon is the way to go. Great. This is nice. Cute. Really good. Really good. And I like that you explained the 10 and under. It looks fantastic. The color palette looks really good. Really nice. It's all becoming, really consistent, and it looks really wonderful. This right here, the tickets, if you squint your eyes and look at this, we have some track kerning issues. So the I and C look really good. The K could come to the left a smidge, and the E, T, and S could all come over to the left a lot to kind of replicate this spacing here. So just squint your eyes and nudge them over and see how that looks. For the other two, they look good to me. The A looks like it could come a little bit away from the D because we're almost touching here, if not are touching, whereas they're not. Ooh, that's a little close, but because we've got this gap, it's not as obvious. So just nudge that to the left a tiny bit, but everything else looks really great. All right. All right, great job. Thanks so much, Sabrina. Next up is Samari. All right, great. So we've got the main entrance sign. It's very ornate and beautiful. We've got some gold leafing, which is going to be really cool. Looks really nice. Great. Okay, let's keep going. Ooh, beautiful. Really nice signboard for your tickets. Gorgeous. Really cool. I could see this in gold. It's going to be so pretty when you have it done. And I love this ornate hanger that you found for this mock-up. Looks really good. Really good. Beautiful. Oh, cool. I love this. I love the card, the queen on the card. Really nice. And it looks good in gold. It really does. All the tracking looks really nice. Or your kerning looks really good. Oh, cool. And this is like a very modern, sleek version of it. I love it. Oh, really great. Really nice. Cool. Great. I love it. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, sorry. I skipped by that pretty fast. But yes, that looks really nice. Oh, fun. This is really good. Looks great. Unlock the magic of cards. Really cute. The dice look really great. I like how you separated everything with your ornaments there, and it looks awesome. Really beautiful. Good work. Really cute. Love it. Nice mock-up. Yay, thank you. Next up is Elizabeth. So here's our psychic shop main entry sign. We don't have the word main entrance on there, and I think that's really important to include. So if there is a way to incorporate that into this sign, it would make it a lot more clear, uh, for visitors. Great, perfect. And I love that you made a sign for the window because you see that a lot, with psychics and stuff. So that's perfect. Great. So tarot cards is not one word, but this is reading as one word. So make sure you have a space between these two here, like you do. Nice big space between palm readings, okay? Great. And then we've got the reading room. This is great. I can see this over a door. Yes, it's perfect. Really nice. Great distortion of the text for like this special warping. It looks really good. Cute. Yes. Great. Yeah, this is nice because it will tell them that not only is there tarot card readings, but you can also add a palm reading for another 15 bucks. It's perfect. Yes, that's great. It'll be so cute, especially if it's in like a dormer or something above the door. Really nice and in my old building. Yeah. So I would like to see a mock-up for, at least one of these signs. I think you can create one because they're pretty straightforward as far as the shapes go and stuff. So be sure to add a mock-up to your final presentation. All right, next up is Therese. Great. So I think this is your main entrance sign. Let me just keep going and see if there's another one that stands out as the main entrance sign. This is lovely. I love this. The showtime schedule looks really great. I do recommend closing up this gap a bit here, so nudging how time with a hedge rule closer to that S there, so that it reads as one, as that, like the S is supposed to be the beginning of the word. But I like these arrows leading your eye across to the show times, and this is a really nice way to kind of spread out that text so that it fills in the space nicely. It looks really good. Oh, I love this. That's great. So there's something that's a little bit strange with this design here because it looks like they have 3 feet. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with this character. Uh, yeah, so I think you should just cut this foot off here and maybe extend this arm a little bit. I know that sometimes when we trace shapes to make a silhouette, because we've seen the original image while we're tracing it, it makes sense to us as a silhouette. But for those of us who have never seen it, it can look a little strange. Like this is just sticking out of their back, and then they've got a third foot also. So just, yeah, take a look at it with try to look at it with fresh eyes and see how you can adjust that shape. Okay. But other than that, I love this. Looks really fantastic, and that the performers and crew allowed beyond this point is really nice, really great. Great, nice directional signage. It looks good. Looks good. So, I feel like there could be something on the end of this arrow to kind of cap it off, even if you just put a blue stroke like you did here, just to cut that off there, um, because it looks a little unfinished, okay? Like it's been dissected. But other than that, I love that moon up there. It looks really neat, and the logo looks good, and I love this frame. Really nice. Oh, great. Cool. So I think all of these could be bigger. So just sweatshirt, popcorn, decal sticker, and small poster could be a little larger than the words items for sale. But the prices don't need to be larger, and everything else looks really fantastic. Good. And you also don't need the word disclaimer. You can just have no refunds or returns. Say the word or instead of slash. Okay? Looks good. Yay, beautiful. This is a really cool frame for this sign. I think it's really neat. Really nice. So I would like to see the words main entrance on this. Okay, that will clarify it for everybody. And it's important that it's on there. Okay, this looks wonderful. So this is, I recommend putting this on a door instead of a wall or even like some sort of a pole that you would stick, like at the center of a hallway or something, uh, so that just for as far as a mock-up goes. This looks perfect. Really great. Great. Awesome. I love how huge this is. It's really good. Great. Perfect. This really helps to show the scale of this. I think it's really wonderful. Awesome. Thank you so much. Next up is Michael. All right. So this is your main entrance sign. It looks fantastic. I love this design, and the background is really cool. It's all very neat. I love the wood grain. Looks great. And these little added touches there are really beautiful. Cool. Great. We've got this array being consistent throughout all the signage, so it looks really nice. Yay, this is fun. I love the photograph him while you can. Looks great. Really nice. Love it. Love this so much. And you know what I like is how huge the hands are to kind of give you some false, like fake perspective. Looks so good. Really cool. Great. This is great. Nice and informative. Really wonderful. Really good. Looks good. So good. This this arrow coming out of the moon is really neat. I love all this consistent, these lines connecting everything. Fantastic. Really good. Great. Awesome. Really nice. I love this mock-up. It shows everything all in one place. Great. I can just see people lined up and taking pictures with that little guy down there and waiting to get in and ordering food. Looks awesome. Beautiful. Really nice. I love seeing him down here. It looks so cool. Really great. Awesome. Really good. Really good. Thanks so much, Michael. Next up is Rianu's sign. Great. This is a lovely main entrance sign. I love the shape is so unique. Um, it looks fantastic. I love it. Really nice choices in fonts. Wonderful. Another really uniquely shaped sign. It looks fantastic. Great. This is really cool. I love this directory. Yeah, looks awesome. You can see it like an elevator or next to the stairs. Looks really good. This is really nice too. This is the first like seating directory sign we've seen so far for the submission, so it looks fantastic. Very clear, understandable. Looks awesome. Really nice. I love these ornaments, and this font looks really cool. Great. Really great. Awesome. We've got both vertical and horizontal exit signs. It looks really great. Realistically, want all signs to be 3D, but wanted to see how, yeah, okay. Great. Good job. Thanks so much, Rianu. Next up is Sophia. This is Sophia's main entrance sign. Looks really nice. Really good. I love how large your logo is. It looks fantastic. I think there's room to make main entrance a little bit bigger as well. And if main entrance is larger than the arrow, that's okay for this particular application, you know. But I love the shape of the sign and your lights looks really good. The glow in the lights looks really nice, and I can tell that it's three-dimensional. Looks awesome. Way to go. Then we have this. Oh, love it. Really nice. I love the bow and arrow, and the arrow is directional. Looks really good. Cute. Really cute. That's fantastic. Looks really good. Good. So with this one, the wave of the line that you typed on is not quite matching the wave of the banner itself. And there's room for the text to be larger on the bottom sign specifically. So I would go back into Illustrator and use your direct selection tool to choose some of the points on the path that you created here and just adjust them so that your spacing between the top and bottom of the text on the top of the banner versus the cap line and a sender line of the text here kind of is more consistent throughout, and that it matches the spacing for the baseline of your text versus the bottom of your banner. I hope that's making sense. What I'm trying to say is your margins are equal consistently throughout the top and bottom of the text there in your banner, okay? And then same goes for tickets. Notice how close this is here versus how close maybe this is here. And tickets, maybe try this in all caps and see how it works. Not necessarily because of the K descender, but just because there's room in this banner. It's very wide compared to this one word there. All right, but this looks fine as not all capitalized, okay? You could also put something between the word adult and the dollar symbol for four, like a bullet point or something else that you've used. I think just a bullet point would be fine, especially since you have the target throughout your branding. So just space this out a little bit more and separate it with like a bullet. Okay, great. Cute. I love this. Really nice mock-up. I love the arrows as directional. Looks really good. Great. Really nice. Restrooms, you might also consider trying this in all caps because there's room on that arrow, the width of it, but if you don't like it, then by all means, just leave it as is. But this is really cute. I love it. Really cute. I like that it's on the ground. You're the first person to use ground signage, and I think, or floor signage, and I love it. I think that's what this is. Maybe it's on a wall, painted on a wall, but either way, it'll work on both. Wonderful. Nice mock-up. Great. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Next up is Melanie. And this is her natural layout example. Looks really good. Really nice. So I love the shape of the sign. And we have the word welcome kind of extending out of the frame. I think that instead of it going out, that you could just make the border of the frame go up like this a bit. And that there is some room to have a bit of a margin below the word main entrance. But other than that, it's laid out really beautifully. It's balanced really nicely. We have some information hierarchy, and it looks awesome. I think we could also add maybe some texture or something to the inside of the sign, maybe even another color. So just consider that, okay? This looks beautiful. Oh, I see what's happening. This isn't the sign. This is just how you leave it. All right, great. This looks fantastic. I love the gold. It's beautiful. Really nice. Okay, this is totally different. So it's very clear and easy to see. I love the shape of the sign. Let's keep going. Okay, we have a whole nother font being used here. Let's keep going. Okay, another font. All right, so we have lots of different colors, different fonts. It doesn't feel consistent. So even though some of these fonts may be used in this main sign, when they're separated like this, it's hard to keep the branding um, recognizable. And so I do recommend picking maybe this either this the font that you use for the feline acrobats or the font that you used for circus, and then keeping that consistent through the whole thing. Because Cooper Plate Black that you use for these ones here is, it's a pretty widely used font. We don't see it all the time, but it's more recognizable than these other two fonts, is what I'm trying to get at. So if you use one of these more unique fonts, then that will bring your customer, bring their recognition back to your brand specifically, okay? And then from there, just stick to your colors that you have made specifically for this this company, okay? And then we have some things that are like also a little inconsistent. We've got a stroke on this sign and a really cool shape of the sign, but then this one is no stroke on the outside and just a regular rectangle. And there's like a ton of negative space. So I think that you could continue with something like this shape with your recognizable branding, colors, and font, and then just have that consistent through the rest of the signs. Okay, great. But I like these ideas a lot, the concepts for the fonts. I'm sorry, for the signage. So just, basically change the colors, the fonts, and the shape, but leave all the wording is great. Okay. And don't forget to show me at least one mock-up in your final presentation. Next up is Martina. Great, so this is her mood board, and here's some sketches. Sketches for the interior signage. Great. Great. Very clean. Okay, so let me go back. So here's the main entrance sign. I'm gonna zoom in a bit. There we go, beautiful. So it looks like we have some metallic parts, really pretty. And I love this font. Everything looks like it's going to be three-dimensional at least on the logo itself. And so that's going to be really cool. And I could see this star and these borders up here being, more three-dimensional as well. So it'll look really nice if it was really made. And I love this here. This is a beautiful addition. Looks wonderful. It goes really nicely with these ornaments on the side. Great. We got the word main entrance nice and big. This looks really pretty. This gradient is really nice. It kind of is reminiscent of how you treated your logo as well. And all the color looks really good. I love this copper color as opposed to gold. It looks really beautiful with that green. It's working out nicely. This is beautiful layout too of this sign. Nice and easy to read. Wonderful. Great. And these look good. Important to say no smoking. I love it. I think that you had the opportunity to add a little something to to the little people icons there. So just consider that. This one, I don't think you need the person and the hand. So if you want to go with these types of people, like with the rounded hands and rounded feet and rounded shoulders, then you could keep that guy here and get rid of the hand. But if you wanted to go with something more Victorian to replace the people, then I would kind of take this, highlight shadow two-toned example and apply that then to the new people that you make for your sign. So it's pick one or the other is what I'm getting at, okay? Great. Great mock-ups. Looks beautiful. Awesome. Thank you so much. Next up is Anna's. Beautiful. So we have this outside sign. Dangerous new axe. I love it. Listing lots of information. I like to see that QR code. That looks really great. Really beautiful mock-ups. This is so cute. I love it. I love the blue hand and that lovely contrast there. Really cute. I love how you treated this way with the little dots. Really nice. Really cute with the cannonball. I love it. Great. Really nice. Ooh, beautiful signboard there in the circle. It looks really cool. Really nice. And then we have like a banner. Looks cool. Awesome. And then we've got our main entrance sign with lights. Beautiful. Hmm. Yeah, that's cool. I don't mind having, if you can, it's hard to find a mock-up. I get it. I think you could maybe just, if you wanted to add poles either on the sides or whatever in Illustrator and then just put like a sky in the background or something, you could count that as a mock-up if you wanted to. Even if especially if it's like a night sky because you've got these lights on and it'd be easier to see at night, right? Great. So beautiful work. I love it. I love the shape of this sign. Everything is just so consistent. And this is just so clever. I love the cannonball and use of it. And the text looks fantastic throughout all of it. All the typography looks wonderful. Really consistent colors throughout. All of the branding is completely recognizable. Really fantastic. I love on this poster, on this sign, how you have this huge, your logo nice and big so we can see all the pretty details of it and immediately recognize it. How you chunked your information is really helping with the information hierarchy and it looks wonderful. The layout's fantastic. Great work. Next up is Chanel. We have Answers Away. Great main entrance. Looks really nice. Beautiful. I always love all this ornamentation in your logo. It's just so pretty. Like it looks like a sign in itself, It's really lovely. This text that you used, or the font that you used for main entrance is also really pretty. I think that, I was going to say, I think it should be larger than Answers Await, but then it won't feel as balanced if you don't have that font that size. So I think it'll be okay. Let's keep going. Beautiful, really wonderfully ornate frame. I like these little hands down here. Really nice addition. Pretty. Oh, really cool. This looks lovely. Really easy to see how, the prices because you added that yellow to it, so it looks really good. And yeah, this is wonderful. This is cool. Nice little schedule there. Looks great. So I think pricing in hours could be larger, and there is room for it as far as on the, within these areas here. So if you could make it large enough so that it fills in horizontally, and then you might just have to, stretch that border around it. I don't think it'll look too distorted, but if it does look too distorted, then go a different route. Looks great. This could all be closer together. This line spacing could be tighter, but you don't have to adjust anything else. It looks nice. Beautiful. This looks really cool. Love it. It's so ornate. It's awesome. I could see this like carved into wood would be really beautiful. This is nice. I love Walk This Way. Looks cool. Great. Wonderful. Wonderful. I think services could be larger um, because it's like the title of this. Yeah. Great. Beautiful. So I'd love to see at least one mock-up. I think, for the most part, these are all rectangular, so there's room to show to figure out a mock-up for those, for one of them at least in your final presentation. Okay, thanks so much. Next up is Emily, and we've got our nice main entrance showing nice and large there. It looks really good. So it feels a little bit unbalanced because it's heavier over here on this side. And I see what you were doing here, but I think it would be either nudge main entrance over further to the right, as well as the Global Theater, have it come just over this area, kind of how Dalmatian Stardust goes over that area, or nudge Dalmatian Stardust over, center it, you know. so that main entrance, Global Theater, it's all centered uh, over this sign as well. Okay, kind of one or the other. Right now, it's just a little bit awkwardly balanced. Um, okay, but I love the font so much. It looks really fantastic, and the way that you treated it looks good. Great, great mock-up. Love it. Looks really good. Wonderful. Great. Really nice. So this one, we don't want main entrance to be on a window, right? So this mock-up, oh, it's also kind of on a window, isn't it? There's no door there. So we want the main entrance thing to be over a door, or over like a huge walkway of some sort, if it's like outside walking into a tent or something. Okay, this looks really great. Fantastic, perfect, easy peasy. I love the border. Looks wonderful. Great. Great. Nice and easy to understand. Good. I like these kind of warning signs. Looks really fantastic. We don't need the date in here. Okay, great. Yay, a little thank you sign. Really cute. Great. Looks wonderful. Really nice. These are great mock-ups. So I think that there is room, maybe in the thanks for coming sign, to put your little circles with your doggies in them, because that's a pretty fun thing. The rest of it, though, this is all so informational that I think it's good to just keep it clear of any distractions. But thanks for coming. There's an opportunity to put a dog in, a picture of a dog in there. And then, yeah, this also, I think that this orange could be used. No, never mind. Looks fantastic. I was going to say you could incorporate the orange into the main entrance sign, but I don't think it needs it. Never mind. Don't listen to that part. All right, great. Thank you so much. So all of you did such a fantastic job. I feel like I barely had to give any recommendations for changes for you all, because you had such wonderful examples and just followed instructions really well. So way to go, everybody. I can't wait to see what's on the next one.